hand fucking died.
What do I do, DigiBC? I can't export my character.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because they're using text to speech. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't really need to see y'all's character at all.
The most important thing is that you can see your character.
Yes. So that's the most important thing. Alrighty, you nerds.
If it's too light, then it's not ready.
Alright, you nerds. Welcome back to the Frozen Sick, you two. Now, you two. We have two new players. All right.
Yes.
We have two new players. We got Terra and Cyban. They will be joining you shortly. So mainly right now, it's going to be focused on you three. So you four. So Orin, Serena, Midna, and Sophie. Is Sophie still with you? Correct.
Yes.
Yes. By the end of the trial, yes. Hi, Dana, you wanna play? Oh, you need a minute, buddy?
Oh, no, just doing this. Go ahead and search.
Okay. Okay, so as we last left off last time, real quick.
Then is asking you.
Sorry.
She's used to people being on the ground because I fall a lot, and I just sit there. And she's like, "You okay?"
Anyway, as we last left off, alright, I don't really need this because I can just hear them on the tablet now. So, where we last left off, Orin, Serena, Midna, and Sophie went into the frozen forest to the cave entrance. And then they came out.
Collecting the things that we found there,
Yes.
Oh,
You
that's
got-
taking me a long time.
Yes. So you guys finally make it out of the cave and you're starting to head back. Still confused on like what these items do and like what is causing like this and what is causing this town's weirdness.
I'm using your machine gun.
And what is causing this town's weirdness.
Yes.
All right.
That is very weird.
Yeah, especially
Man, this
Sophie's
almost
dad.
sounds like the tale of Crystal Cup.
Anyway, so,
That's the wrong button.
What the fuck was that?
Oh,
I
it's a
swear to
weird
God, if
torch
there's another
thing.
spider in
Okay.
my room.
it's a torch that looks like the ray gun from Call of Duty, but
And
ignore
then
that.
This one is a. It's a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, anyway,
Actually, no, I think that's the scope that I see. So
No, it's
maybe
an
not.
AK-47.
AK-47. Okay, yes. All right.
anyway, so you guys make your way back to the town. All right, you guys make your way back. You have little Sophie with her invisibility cloak.
Making my way
She's
downtown.
fucking fabulous. Also, I'm surprised neither of you asked what race Sophie is. You guys never asked. It doesn't really matter, but it does come into play later on what race she is.
She's a gibbly gobbly.
No, you don't need to roll an investigation. You can just turn around and look.
Wait, you small green
It's a
child.
It is a person. It is a person. I can't.
Small green child.
Hey, quit. Stop. Anyway, you guys. Yes, you do. All right. So anyway, you guys make your way. You guys make your way back to the town.
What race is she?
She's goblin.
Okay.
Little goblin girl.
Say that, but it was- yeah, call it.
Yes, she's just a little goblin girl. You could say she's a druid a little bit because she knows like plant magic, but she's not full-fledged druid. She just knows a little bit of magic. She's a witchling, if that makes sense. Oh my god. There you happy now?
Look at my apartment, you damn fucking flies.
Anyway,
I don't have a towel. Well, I have this. Wipe it with that.
Yeah, fuck them flies.
You just put it in the
well,
towel.
anyway,
Don't do that.
as you guys are going back to town, you see that now everyone is gone. Everyone is gone.
Even your mom and dad or whatever the fuck?
No, the mom's still in the hospital, but like because she can't really move. Remember, she's frozen, literally. She's frozen.
Right.
So
Mom, you promised
Yes, yes. Anyway,
Also came by,
Damn,
spat
she
in her
as
face, and
broken as
left.
my love life.
Damn.
anyway, so the four of you, so Orin, Serena, and Midna, are back in the town. You realize it is literally a ghost town. The only people that are technically still there are the people in the hospital that work there. Because remember, there's a specific incantation on that hospital to where it's if you've been in there for more than a day, it's invisible to you once when you leave.
Oh shit.
Remember?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's invisible to us now.
No,
No.
no, you weren't in there for a day. You were in there for a couple of hours.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, I forgot to mention this. As you leave that hospital gradually, so since you've been in there for a couple hours and just left, the time is now reset. So now you guys can now see it no matter what. You just have to make sure you don't stay in there within a day, otherwise you won't be able to see it. Does that make sense?
Trippy shit.
Well, it's magic, but whatever.
Oh, I mean, I could fucking keep a timer on it or something.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, cowboy, yeah.
You can do anything with magic.
Make sure not to hit it too hard. Where to
If
the
I had my actual black magic powers, I would totally be catching these fuckers on fire. But I can't. Because I don't have that ability.
Anyway, so as I was saying, as you guys are now back in the town, you realize no one is there minus the people that work in the hospital. Alright? Yeah, no one's there. You guys walk in, you guys are confused, and Sophie, little goblin Sophie, is scared. She's scared because mainly most of her friends that weren't afflicted by the frozen sick.
All frozen.
No, they're not all frozen. They're gone too. All the kids, all the other people that weren't afflicted are now gone. You do not know where any of them are. You don't know where any of them are. Pretty much. So,
Life is shit anyway.
so
Life is shit.
you guys now have a choice to make. Kill Sophie? I'm kidding, no. But no. No. Here's your actual choice, alright? Here's your actual choice on what you get to do. You can, A, go back into the hospital and talk to the staff if you want to. Or another option, you could follow Sophie to her house to get more equipped. Because her dad, before he was afflicted, was a very skilled hunter and fisherman.
I think equipment first.
And then there's another option. You can go to the docks if you see fit. There is a dock nearby.
It could always be after the hospital shit.
No, I know. It's your choice on where you want to go.
It's as simple as that falls.
Sophie? Okay. You follow Sophie to Sophie's house. It is not... on the outside, it doesn't really look that big. It looks like normal. You guys go in. It is like a mansion in there.
I am
Is there
sorry
next?
to ask IK you're doing your story. When do me and Press make our appearance?
In a second...
Up soon.
In a
Second,
second.
go to the
Since
dock
they
on
chose
here.
to go into Sophie's house, it's going to be more soon than you think. Anyway.
Although if they went to the docks, wouldn't they meet me?
No, because you guys aren't at the docks.
To be honest, we
Well,
actually
I'm a
have
pirate.
seen
I
enough
have
of
a
the
ship.
hospital, so of course
So
we're
shit.
gonna.
Well,
my
at least one of you isn't at the docks. One of you will be, but just give me a minute. Anyway,
Why is the rum always
Yes.
gone?
come here, baby. I captured her. Now she is the DM. Anyway,
Love it.
all right. Anyway, back to it. You guys have chosen to go into Sophie's place, right? I kind of lost my train of thought. Thank you.
It's random for you.
Yes, because we got distracted.
Anyway, yes, we went to
So,
some stuff.
how's that fun? We're first.
Anyway, so you guys are now in Sophie's house, and outside wise, normal looking house. Inside wise,
A fucking mansion.
a mansion.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's very big in there. It's not as big as a mansion, but it's very spacious, is what I mean. There's enough space
bigger,
for
it's bigger on
like
the
a-
inside than it is.
Do they have
Yes.
extra phonographs so we can play?
Doctor Who
Huh?
logic. I
Do they have at
know what
least
a TARDIS
phonographs
is.
we can play? Do you not
Let's
know what a
just hear the
phonograph
story.
is?
Let's just hear where we're going.
Ah,
Yes, I know what the phonograph is.
yeah, but I want you to in the background is that ambulance.
Well, I have ambience ready for when you guys go somewhere else inside the house. So you just gotta wait. Anyway, as you guys go into the house,
No, Minna. That's why. Leave it.
as you guys go into the house, alright, it's
I'm just sniffing the index.
as you guys go into the house, it's very spacious, as I said. Like, there's roughly 3 rooms up on the top deck, or the second floor. And then on the bottom floor, there is a big kitchen with a big dining room. Alright? And there's also a living room that has a fireplace. It's it's not on, basically. It's not lit, basically, is what I'm saying.
Is the food on the table?
No.
Yes.
Nothing's on the table, but there
Back
is
in the
food in the
days.
fridge if you want it. But
Owners are
Remember
too.
back in the day,
But
turning light
as you guys are still following Sophie, she takes you to the fireplace, and you think to you guys are probably thinking, oh, she wants to get warm or something like that. She opens up a secret tunnel behind the fireplace
Magic.
that leads to their basement.
Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Has
So she opens the fireplace, and in the fireplace. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot to say. Hey, Saiban and Tara, send me your character names. Like, just write it down for me, and send it to me on Discord.
Do you have the
You want me to
character
just-
sheets at least?
No,
Hold on.
I can't. I can't look at them. The only ones I can look at are yours.
I
And
DM'd
Min.
my character sheet.
I'm gonna have to work on that.
Well, it's still roll 20 thing, but anyway.
No.
So as you guys go down, well, I just need the name, honey. I don't need the whole character sheet.
Oh no, it's just I prior had sent it to you. Like it's been done for a while.
Okay, cool.
You okay, buddy?
Well, I mean, the other thing too is I can't really read your name, Tara, on your character sheet. Can you just type it to me?
No, I don't. It's not that.
I'm killing ants.
It's essentially
Give me a
a
second.
4-set brace. It's my back.
Oh. It's
Anyway.
spasms, eh?
So,
Right.
anyway, as we go, as you guys trek your way down into the basement, following behind Sophie, real quick, you guys are just chilling.
Making my way downstairs.
You hear a noise before you even make it down to the bottom. All right? You hear a noise, and Sophie is scared because no one knows how to get down to that basement other than her.
Whoa, that's like.
Yes.
Okay,
Anyway,
go on.
Anyway, you guys, as you guys were making your way down, you hear a noise as if like something was moved. Yeah, basically. And yes, and Sophie is scared because no one knows how to get down there besides her and her mom and dad.
Mimic.
Maybe. So, do you guys trek forward?
Yes.
Duh.
All right,
There's nothing else to do. Shit.
you
It's
guys.
just like being a child down in the deep dark down, deep down.
Yeah.
Then they have no way to go. I mean, just like when
Dig, dig
Ghost
hole,
Adventures, I'm just like, yo,
digging
fucking town
hole.
hall already.
I
Dumb
am
bitches. I don't
a
stop
dolphin,
talking.
I'm digging hole, diggy diggy hole, digging hole.
Okay, sorry.
Shit, I need to ask for any fucking gold to replace later. Because I need to. Fuck. I need to check and make sure I didn't leave my games there.
You didn't what?
Continue.
Anyway, so do you guys trek forward, like continue going forward down?
They said yes.
So please stay back a bit.
Yeah, Sophie will now stay behind you specifically. Because she has kind of
She has stuck with me.
imprinted is what I was gonna say. She sees you as a family member.
Oh, that's goblins for you. I mean, look at the story of Fart Bubble.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nice guy with nice tits.
as you guys go down
That-
the fucking As you guys go down deeper into the basement,
Deep down, dark, deep down.
pretty much. As you guys get to the bottom of the basement now, you guys scan the room around. Basically, you guys are like, "What the fuck? Where is that noise?"
Of course, what spell was that
I have
again?
dark vision, so
Yeah, you can scan and you can look
no,
around.
Midnight had it. So
You-
I had Midnight.
Basically, what I was gonna say is, for you, roll investigation.
Sabrina just picks up Minna and just points her towards the noise.
Anyway, for you,
She's done.
there's 15 plus
Yeah.
what?
is that your character sheet?
This is my character sheet, yes.
What?
So,
Good girl.
I can't really see it.
Aw, she's mad that the window is blocked. You got another window, kiddo. Hey, babies. You got a window right over there, silly.
I am screen sharing my player sheet.
Plus 5.
I can't really see your character sheet. It's your 20 plus. It's your 15 plus 5.
It's 15 plus 5.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Anyway, Oren, right? It's Oren. Thank you.
Or, yes.
Yeah, oranges. Anyway, Oren, you scan the room with your dark vision, and you find a switch. All right. And you also see a bunch of like basic basement stuff. You see like some shelves, you see some barrels, and that's pretty much it.
Shells, barrels.
Do
barrels,
you
lights,
hit
rum.
the switch?
The barrels for the rum.
Look at this, right now.
Probably, yeah.
All right, you hit the switch and the lights turn on.
Hey.
Oh,
Now everybody can see.
no bombs have been encountered.
As you guys go down, let me see. I have to look at Cyban's thing. Okay. As you guys go down, as you guys have the lights on now, all right? You scan the room, and you, like I said, what you saw before. You see basic shelves with like some
Barrels, boxes.
barrels, boxes, spices, you name it, basic basement.
Cellar spiders.
Yes, you see it, all that. But then you see
What? It's a normal basement.
Shit.
Oh yeah, you're afraid of spiders.
anyway,
You know, they're more afraid of you than you are.
Anyway,
as I was saying,
Who doesn't know?
you see somebody down there. You see a jester. All right? No,
Or no, wait, that's fun.
no. I'll get to why you see a jester in a second.
Oh, okay.
Do you roll investigation? I mean, do you want to investigate? I mean,
Yes.
so Chester probably going tee hee hee, look at me.
well, actually, he's just.
Chester sneaking in.
Oh, actually, he's just standing there.
Well, I would like. Oh, you don't
10.
have plus.
10 plus 5, 15.
No, 10 total. Now that I know the total, now that I know the plus 5, I will give you the total.
Oh, okay.
I got an 18.
Okay, well, you guys still are able to see this jester. This jester has one weapon, and it is a magic user, specifically in the warlock category.
Oh, my jam.
And their weapon is a scythe. They have a scythe.
God damn it, a long range.
For you see, this jester is Cyban. It's Cyban.
Oh.
It's not a guy you're gonna fight. It's just Cyban. Anyway, Cyban, you turn around and you notice these people and cat behind you.
Just image Midna on my shoulder. She likes being on my shoulder.
Yeah, so Cyban, you notice these people behind you, and you start to strike up a conversation with them. Basically, yeah, you basically strike up a conversation with them, doing basic introduction.
Keep going. I'm listening.
Oh, I was taking a drink.
Well,
She looked
Anyway, so So anyway, you guys basically strike up a conversation with Saiban, saying hello and introducing yourselves. Saiban is not an enemy. He is now your new party member.
Fuck yeah.
And if you want to know anything about Saiban, he is a porcelain doll.
That's dope.
Yes. Specifically,
Although they easily break.
specifically, the race that Saiban chose. The race that Saiban chose is Harley Quinn's Pandemonium.
Yeah, my hand's still on my deck. The hilt of my deck.
Well, anyway, Saiban won't hurt you. Saiban just met you anyway.
And me being the charismatic people were just
That's
like, yeah,
dope.
let's fucking go.
It's because they were brought to life.
Because that's doll.
Yes,
No?
they were
Is
brought.
that stolen? What are you kidding me? We didn't have them in disguise in the background. That's our undercover fucking bug right there, buddy.
Well, they're the size of you.
No, I'm saying, like, they can make themselves like dolls. They can sit still because they're porcelain.
Well, yeah, they can, but whatever.
It'd be kind of obvious that there's a brand new doll.
Yeah, but they can sit there as a puppet so long as she doesn't move. He does.
Yeah, Yeah. Anyway,
Whoa.
as you guys are talking, you guys mention on how weird it is that, one, Saiban is in the basement somehow. And another thing, too, is no one is in the town minus the people in the hospital.
Do we do investigating reports to ask, like, what their purpose is?
Saiban?
Hey,
Well, they just got down there just to investigate because they were there to visit somebody.
Whoa, 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 what do we have here?
Hi, JQ.
Hiya.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Oh,
as I was saying,
I'm eating JQ.
so Saiban was there to go visit
Oh.
somebody, but can't find them. So Saiban was walking around the town trying to find them in general. Hi, Medna.
Minna, don't even think about it. She keeps trying to aim for the camera and spot it off.
Yeah, anyway, so Saiban, that's basically...
Shit. Now. Poke her butt.
Anyway, so that's what Saiban was doing. That's why Saiban was there. He got into the basement just by pure happenstance. Because you see, when you open the entrance to Sophie's basement, it closes on its own to keep the,
Who the fuck
hiddenness.
is in my
Not you,
basement?
Jaku.
Dude, plus you fucking character and you some fucking characters. You have to shut up. It's part of the game master, and the game master says what
LMAO
changes
Sophie out of all times you joined VC.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sophie's probably
There.
too much actually.
Now I can actually hear myself. Anyway, as I was saying, so basically that's why Saiban was in the basement. He thought that the person they were meeting was in that basement for some reason, because he did not know that was Sophie's house.
Ah,
He was just looking around for their friend.
because it was a ghost town.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
Sophie takes a glance at Hi.
Get down, you monkey! Put her in the bathroom, 30 minutes.
Monkey.
There you go. And I'll leave her over there.
That won't stop her.
So she doesn't look at us.
Put her in the bathroom for 30 minutes. She's not supposed to do that.
Put her in the trash can instead.
No, what? She's not trash, she's treasure. Just right now, she's a dick. Yes. Made you.
Anyway,
Queen shit a turd mountain over there. Makes so many schemes. Aw, thank you, buddy.
yay. Anyway, as Orin slips Serena a 20, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, as Saiban explains to the both of you
Yes.
and Sophie on why he was there and how he got down to that basement, he exclaims that he is not here to harm anybody. He just wants to find his friend. That's
I
all.
thought it was happening here. What the fuck else was I supposed to do? Explore?
Well, the basement's just the size of a regular basement. Anyway, after this exchange, Sophie says, "Follow me to all of you." And she turns on a light, revealing basically a gun wall of weapons and a giant plethora of potions, varying from health potions, stamina, mana, poison, you name it. There's a bunch,
Whoa! Can I at least?
and some fishing gear.
I think I'll take a pistol and take half of the potions.
I said a gun wall basic that has weapons,
There you go.
Like daggers, short swords,
bows.
bows, arrows.
There is a crossbow if you want something that is like a gun. You can-
Dagger for me.
Okay. You can
Hold
take
on.
anything from here. Sophie just says this. Yes. Anyway, Sophie just says this to you. Please just put it back when we come back. That's all she says. Because the dagger you have.
Oh.
Yeah,
DM.
I take all the poison potions.
Okay. She just says to make sure, minus the potions, because you could just put the empty bottles after cleaning them inside of a chest that's next to the area where her dad brews potions. All right. So,
I'm sorry, you expected that.
well, you can put it back if you want. I'm just saying. She just says to you,
Can I roll to make Sabin to do something chaotic?
no, not yet. At least wait until you get out of the basement, because if you do anything in the basement, all of you will die within 2 seconds. So
Like
at
that, do
least
a funny.
wait until you are out of the basement, please.
Okay, so we get the fuck out of here, right?
Keep talking.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys then leave the basement, and sorry, you guys leave the basement, and now are outside of Sophie's house after getting your gear.
Right.
All right. Saiban didn't take anything because Saiban has their scythe, their little baby. The little scythe that is their baby. The baby. Anyway, as I was saying, you guys now have another choice now. You only have 2 on where you guys are gonna go. The dock or the hospital. Because you guys, the only people that are in the town now are the people working at the hospital.
Oh, we haven't been to the dock yet.
I say we go to the dock.
All right.
Can I roll to
Go-
Can I roll to
So
To
bad,
what?
cut out.
Can I roll?
ding?
Oh. She's rolling to roll, guys.
Anyway, as you guys go,
Coming.
anyway, you guys head to the dock along with Saiban and little goblin girl Sophie. Alright? You guys make it to the dock, and coming towards the dock is a ship. Alright? Now, Tara, what type of ship do you have? Is it a galleon, a brig?
It's a galleon,
Little
of course.
Goblin Girl Sophie? What accurate thing for Sophie?
Fuck
So-
off.
Sophie's tall as fuck.
Yeah,
am not
anyway,
a little goblin.
so as I was asking Tara, what kind of ship do you have?
It's galleon.
A galleon? Okay. You
Galleon.
see a galleon, you guys see a galleon coming towards the docks, alright? At first you're thinking, oh, so they're coming to give, like, supplies to the hospital or something. They might have put in an order for some medicine and herb or some shit. Alright? Herb? Yeah. Herb? Anyway, this galleon of a ship comes in to the dock and parks? Is that the right word?
Docks.
Docks, thank you. Yeah, it docks it docks, and its crew is just chilling. You know, you hear them like talking to each other. You're not too close to the dock. You're like a little ways away, but you can hear them like talking because they're very loud, obviously.
You just hear.
Basically, you don't really hear what they're saying, but there you go. Anyway, do you guys continue to the dock?
Yes.
Okay, you guys make it to the dock. You see this galleon. All right. Now, Tara, does your ship have a name?
I'm gonna name it the Serenity.
What they say?
The Serenity.
Serenity. Yeah.
Nice Firefly reference.
All right.
Yes, that's what it was. Thank you.
Anyway, so so you get closer to the ship and you can make out that the ship's name is the Serenity. And at first you think it's just a regular like merchant vessel or supply ship kind of thing. Like basically a ship coming to deliver something.
Yes.
Maybe someone should inspect the flags.
What?
Inspect the
Maybe someone
flags.
should-
Somebody should inspect the flags.
Or the sails,
Or the sails.
if you will.
Either or. That's what I was gonna say next is you guys can investigate the ship further.
So roll for investigation.
Yep. Roll for your investigation.
Yeah, 20.
Alright. Well, you already got one.
We're out of the home.
What?
I got Nate.
Okay, well,
20, holy shit.
anyway, Orin,
Yes.
you look at these sails and flags and you're like, oh, okay. This ain't a merchant vessel or a supply ship. It is a pirate ship.
It's a privateer ship.
No, just a pirate. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, coming down
Does this mean
from
we're out of
what? Yes, you're out of the basement. You guys are out of the. You guys are at the
Yeah, we're
docks.
at the basement. That was long ago. Fucking get in the program, Simon.
Anyway, as I was saying, from up top, from the crow's nest, somebody not jumps down, but basically comes down in a more extravagant way.
Oh, yeah.
Elegantly, if you will.
It's Jack Sparrow.
No, it's not Jack Sparrow.
Damn it.
Oh, this.
I mean, you can
Not
call me Sparrow if
necessarily.
you want.
Coming down from the crow's nest, and coming down from the crow's nest is Robin, your new party member. Robin is a is. Would you like to care to explain to them what your character is?
I am a vampiric fox girl.
Oh, what?
A what?
Vampiric fox girl. Why is my mic not working?
Vamp-
Is though.
Boss girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's a fox vampire, an anthropomorphic fox.
Yes,
Who's also a pirate.
that's what we just said.
What we call multi-classing. I love multi-class.
And if you want, I can actually show you what she looks like because of the thing that they sent me. Roughly, this is what they.
Okay. I was expecting more foxiness, but I mean, it's still furry.
Yeah. Anyway, that is, but that's not like 100% what she looks like, but that's a rough idea.
That should at least
Anyway.
be facial recognition. The clothes
So,
are
as-
more priority.
As Robin descends from the crow's nest and meets with you guys, she introduces herself to you.
Yes.
She basically says, "Hello, I'm
I
Robin,
also
and this is
sent
my
you
ship."
what my
the
character
Serenity.
looks like.
What?
It also sent you what the
Can I
character
send what his character looks like?
This is
Even though nobody can fucking hear me.
And this is
Wow.
Cyban's character.
I can get through mouth.
it's like,
Ah.
kind of looks like Deku mixed with other,
Anime characters, yeah.
with a few others, yeah.
Yeah, show her.
Deku and Golem.
Yeah. Anyway,
Although Adam Kirito's cousin as well.
anyway, Robin introduces herself to you and your current
I
party.
can introduce
All
my.
right. And another key thing, real quick.
Yes.
Another thing, real quick. Cyban, I believe, is chaotic evil, so you'll have to keep him in check when you're in combat.
I won't be too hard to be
Eh.
I'm lawful evil.
Anyway, after talking to Robin, she also introduces her crew. Just basic crew for the ship. Each one of them have different jobs for that ship. Yeah.
My
Yep.
first mate should be a red fox. That'd be funny.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys have your crew. Robin has introduced their crew to you, and has introduced herself to you. you can. This is now a new thing for your guys' group. Robin's ship is now your new mode of transportation via sea. Via sailing the sea. But you gotta also remember this: the Serenity is only captained by Robin. You guys can like say, "Hey, yo, can we go northeast or something like that to insert island here?" You can-
It's their ship, they get to choose where it goes, but we have to try and convince them to go to certain places.
Yeah, you can advise them basically. Be like, "Hey,
Don't
yo,
advise?
watch out for that rock. Go right or something."
Or I can just be
I'm
honest.
sorry, let's not be the Titanic here.
Well, you guys aren't setting sail yet because Robin's crew just put up the sails because they're docked at the dock. You know, they're chilling.
Chilling up
Yeah,
there.
they kind of need to resupply.
Yeah, that's why they also came to that place because they
Does
heard the
anyone have
hospital.
some rum?
That's why they came to the town because they heard the hospital there has enough medical supplies for them that they offered to trade with them.
Yep.
So anyway, Robin is asking your guys' help to bring the tradable goods, which are as follows: fine fabrics to make blankets or clothes if need be, some medical herbs to make health potions, some plates and silverware and pots and pans because that's what they asked for. So yeah, some fine silks, some herbs to make health potions, some basic silverware and pots and pans, and
Lots of biscuits.
well, I was gonna get to the food part too. Actually, some food, basic foods like you know, bacon, eggs, some noodles,
Dog treats.
no, some noodles.
Things that can last, some biscuits.
Yeah, basically things that can last. And then finally, to finish their trade, is a small treasure chest. That you don't really need to know what's in it, but I'll tell you anyway. It's just basic gold and silver.
Just some currency.
Hey,
It's
money's
just-
money, man.
It's just basic gold and silver as compensation for them getting the health potions and other medical supplies that the ship
Oh, okay.
needs.
So we need that one.
Yeah, but basically, Robin is asking your guys' help to help bring these items to the hospital. Minus Sophie, because Sophie can't lift it because she's a little goblin girl.
No, she's a little
I can carry some of the fine silk.
You got me there. Anyway,
Hold on. Can I ask Sophie to carry like a small, like goblin-sized basket of silk
what?
so she can be all helpful?
We have Sophie carry a small goblin-sized basket of silk so that she can at least feel hopeful.
Yes, you can. Yes,
That
the
sounds
answer is
like a
yes.
character.
The answer is yes.
I'm just
So-
gonna let you guys know. Sorry, I am an asshole, so.
Could I
just
try
am
pushing
absolutely
Sophie in the
sarcastic.
water?
Sarcasm.
Sarcastic.
Yeah, sarcasm.
Don't push the small goblin.
Anyway, so as you guys,
Oh,
Yeah.
as you guys,
Pushing her, we get her to work. She's gonna help us.
See you guys.
as you guys are helping bring these tradable goods to the hospital, Sophie, with her little basket, feels like she's helping. And you guys make it to the hospital to trade these goods. And the head doctor is his name is Dr. Stevens. Alright?
Doctor.
His name is
Does
Dr.
his first name happen to be Steven?
No, his first name is Carl.
Carl.
Anyway,
Carl,
Dr.
I told you to
Stevens.
stay in the house.
Kill
Why
people.
stay
Alright,
in the
calm
house?
down, all of you. So Dr. Stevens comes and greets you, saying to Robin specifically, "Thank you for giving us these tradable goods. We are here to give you a gift as well." And behind Dr. Stevens is a nurse. The first nurse, which is Jessica, that you guys met before. Well, at least Orin and Serena. And Midna. Sorry, I mentioned my eye.
Well, too hard. Yeah,
So,
too hard.
So, the behind Dr. Stevens are two nurses, Jessica and the other one is unnamed because I don't have time to do a name. Basically, so Jessica the Tiefling.
What's funny is that's my sister.
Yes. Anyway, Jessica the Tiefling is behind Dr. Stevens with a giant, what's the word? Not a crate.
Barrel?
Well, it's a thing that moves the crates. You know the forklift, the fork. Yeah, that.
Forklifts before forklifts.
A little forklift thingy. So basically, they bring you a crate, and it's a big crate for Robin. Inside the crate, huh?
A lift jack.
Yeah, a lift jack. Anyway, so inside this box, they show you what's in it. You don't need to investigate because they're going to show you anyway. They show you what's in it.
Ronald McDonald.
No. Anyway, inside it
Is it
is
rum?
basic health potions, some medical supplies, like, you know, stuff to stitch up a wound, clean the wound, some food, and some drinks. Like, you know, like water, fucking
Rum?
anything else.
Where's
I think
the rum?
we should
Can I
force
look up and say,
EC.
where's
Well, there's
the
one
rum?
more thing. Well, you're gonna be on Robin's ship if you guys decide to
Okay,
leave.
so we gotta take
Yeah, and then in the center of it is enough gold to split with the crew and you.
dope.
So you guys can have the gold that's in it. Inside of the crate, here's how much gold is in it. There's exactly 1,000 gold in it, with 500 silver. So you guys can split that evenly, if you want to, or you could just keep it inside that crate and then split it later.
That means basic math.
Or you guys can save it in the crate and
You do have
The
a
tiny
chest.
chest that changes shape.
yeah. So
That'd be a good place to stash it.
yeah, you guys can.
And then we can
But
figure the math later.
well, before you do that, they close the crate up so you guys can escort it to the ship. You guys trade it, trade all those goods, the silks, the food, and whatever. Robin goes to Dr. Stevens and hands him a small box that has compensation of gold and silver as a thank you, basically.
I still want
Anyway,
some rum.
you guys get that crate, and Sophie decides to climb on top of it, just sitting on it, as one of you gets to move it.
I'm going to pet Sophie on the head.
Anyway, who moves it? You will?
Yes.
Orin? Okay, Orin will move it. Roll for your strength real quick. Because you're gonna need that. Yeah, strength check.
Great. Big crate.
14.
Alright, so you are moving this crate, but kind of having some trouble, but not too much. You know, basic shit. It's like not too heavy for you to move, like push with the dolly that they gave you, but it's like, oh shit, this is kind of, oh fuck, it hurts. Something like that. Anyway, you get the crate back to the Serenity, Robin's ship.
Right.
They bring the crate up on the ship. Not Serenity. Robin tells you to put it down in the cargo hold, and Robin will show you where to put it. You and Robin, Orin and Robin will go down with Sophie because she's still in the crate.
Getting on.
To the cargo hold. Robin points to where they want the crate, and you oblige and put it there. Sophie then hops off of the box, and you guys head back up. You have to give back that little dolly anyway, so you have to go back to the hospital. And you do,
Can I
and you
tell
come
them-
back. That's not that
I was
fast.
gonna-
Yeah.
Right, the damn thing.
Yeah, you ride the damn thing down. Anyway,
Skateboarding, prehistoric.
now that
skateboarding.
Orin is back at the Serenity, you can now inform Cyban and Robin and the rest of Robin's crew of the Serenity of what's going on in this town.
I did notice.
You gonna
it's
explain?
strangely empty.
Shall I roll to try to explain so I don't sound like a fucking dunce?
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be an intelligence roll.
Yep, it is.
Oh, hey, cool, 23.
Okay, perfect. So, Orin, you speak to Cyban and Robin and the rest of the Serenity crew. You basically describe this is what happened. you guys came back from an adventure of I would say a technical mercy mission of guarding a nobleman or not so nobleman. All right.
So nobleman.
Yeah. Remember, you guys didn't trust him.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's a nobleman.
Whatever. Anyway,
Oh.
so you are explaining to Cyban and Robin and the rest of the Serenity crew of what happened. You came back from an adventure basically to go to the inn and just nap and whatnot. But when you came back, the population that was originally 350 was drastically reduced to just 50. You then go into you then say that you went into the hospital that was recently constructed that you don't remember being there. You basically say you go in, talk to the staff, and you find out of not exactly what happened, but a good gist of what happened.
Everyone got cold.
Everyone had succumbed to a severe hypothermia, but it doesn't damage them. And what's weird about this hypothermia is this hypothermia seems to be alive, as if it's a parasite. So,
Acidic hypo-
you explained what happened and what you guys did during that fact, and that you guys went into the frozen forest and into the cave that's there. Alright? And you explain exactly what happened in the cave, puzzles and bullshit and whatever. You then explain to them that since coming back, the population is now gone.
The
Everyone except the people inside the hospital are gone. You don't know where they went.
Population, the hospital.
It's like the lost colony of Roanoke, if you know what that is.
I don't,
Man,
but
I
Yes,
remembered
that's
that
the
episode of
Oh, yeah, cool.
Supernatural.
But you get what I mean by that.
Yes.
Did
But
it, was it Lost Colony of Roanoke Supernatural style?
was
No,
the
the
lost
actual
co-
history version. They
was
just
lost
disappeared, but we know what
Cobra.
happened now.
No, yes and no, but anyway, we'll get to that later.
The Roanoke.
Yeah, the Roanoke.
we know what happened.
Yeah, I know what
This-
happened as well.
The town,
Yeah, in the town, it's like the lost colony of Roanoke, but you have no idea where the hell they are, or what happened,
or what's going on.
or what's going on. In fact, the general store and every other inn and store that's at the main area where the hospital is, all the doors are open.
Open.
Yeah, they're open as if they're open as if everyone was either dragged or shuffled out of the entire thing. There are no footprints anywhere. There are no signs of any form of tracking anything. Mainly because it's currently snowing, and all those tracks are kind of getting covered up. So that is basically what Orin says to the Serenity crew and Cyban.
But I mean, I can sniff them out. I have werewolf
Can I?
It's
Magic based.
magic base.
yeah,
Magic
Can I
base
choose?
sniffing.
yes.
What's
May I
up?
May I choose to bring my fox with me as to keep her safe because
What?
of the new threat that I have discovered of this town?
He's asking if he can take his fox with him in order to protect it better after hearing of the news of this town.
Oh well, yeah. You can take whatever you want with you if it's yours.
I mean, I have midnight.
Okay, well then I have the flintlock, my katana, and my fox.
Yeah.
As my gear.
It's
And
like
my captain's hat, of course.
Midnight's my familiar. Like, shoot, if you got that, take.
Yes. So anyway, after relaying all this info to the Serenity crew, Robin and Cyban, the crew of the Serenity votes that they will stay on the ship, and if anything happens, they will use the emergency flare gun, just in case Robin is. Just in case Robin is with you guys somewhere else on the mainland. So anyway, as a group, what do you guys?
Can
What
I
would
steal the flare gun?
no?
No, you touch that flare gun and I put a hole through you.
We know you're chaotic evil, but chill.
Anyway, as a group, like physically, discuss what you want to do next. Like talk to your mates.
Hello.
Hello, that.
Does anyone have some rum? I'm very thirsty.
Where is the room
Let's
gone?
murder some
Why
animals.
is the rum gone?
No, we will not murder some animal.
You murder an
No,
animal and I
I'd
murder
probably bite
you.
your head.
Look, I might be chaotic neutral, but come on.
The only
Yeah.
time I'm hurting animals is I'm very hungry and I need some board.
I can agree with you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there's not really much we can do for the town. I mean, we can ask around, but I don't think that any of them are really going to understand exactly what the fuck is going on to let us know what exactly
Well,
is going on.
Well, maybe we can track
one of
down
the
a
nurses.
source.
Okay, well, maybe one of the nurses saw a shadow or something of what happened from one of the hospital windows.
Well, the thing is they were in. Another thing that I forgot to mention for you guys is that anyone that's
we could
been.
split into groups and check around.
That's a good idea, but the thing, real quick, about the hospital before you guys do anything is this. You guys already know, but for Robin and the Serenity crew and Cyban, if you are in that hospital for more than a day and then you leave that hospital, the hospital has a special incantation around it that makes it invisible if you've been in there for a day. But if you've only been in there for a couple of hours and leave, the clock will reset for you so you can continuously going in to the hospital. Just make sure you're not in there for a day. Otherwise, that hospital will be gone. Like, you won't see it. You can't even enter it, because if you try going up there, you'll just literally phase through the hospital.
That was not my question. My question is, did anyone see anything from a window?
We can go and ask the hospital crew, but like that's pretty much all we can do. And all the patients, other than us as visitors, had been in there for over 24 hours, so none of the citizens will really know, other than the hospital workers, and even they may not know or have seen anything. We can ask.
Yes, it's just maybe they might have seen even a shadow of something, and that's somewhat a start.
I'm gonna go check the black market.
You're gonna check the black market? Alright, just you, or you're gonna bring someone else with you?
Oh, I just simply said I'm gonna go check the black market when we go to start investigating.
Okay, so as a group, are you guys deciding to go investigate the town?
Yes. Now, where is everybody
Sure.
going?
Okay, talk amongst
Yes.
talk amongst yourselves and say where you guys are gonna go.
I
Orin
think
will be
I'm gonna
going to the
check out
black
the tower,
market.
If anyone
That
wants
Orin will
Are
be.
you taking Sophie?
Sophie has literally been sticking by my side. I'm pretty sure that I have no choice.
She'll come with you anyway.
Will.
Can I tip the goblin for helping with the basket of soak? Can I throw a gold coin from the crate?
Was there anything else in
I
that
don't think she's
basement?
gonna. I don't think the goblin will mind.
I am gonna check around the abandoned areas and look for dead bodies to eat.
You have fun with snacking. I'll probably scout.
Alright. So,
I'm gonna
as you.
check around the tavern.
The what?
Check around the
The
tavern.
tavern.
Oh, the tavern? Okay. That's basically the inn.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you guys formulate this plan to go elsewhere, you guys will now be split up, and I will deal with you guys individually now.
Yes.
You guys, since you guys are split apart now, I will deal with you guys individually.
Understood.
So,
Oh, that's for that. So go ahead.
so I will start with Serena and Midna. All right. Where'd you say you were going again?
I was scouting around.
Hmm. Like the outskirts of the town or something?
Mhm.
Okay. So, as you guys split off, Serena goes outside of, like, kind of like where the town kind of ends.
Around
And-
near the slopes.
Yeah, near the slums where the town begins and ends. Anyway, Serena is scouring, looking around for footprints specifically, or anything of the sort. She's looking around, and she does find something. Next to a rock is a book, like a journal. You find the journal, and you put it in your inventory because you're going to continue scouring to see if there's anything else before you read it. Yep, you now have this journal with you, but you're still going to scour. Midna is also scouring, but not too far away from you. You hear Midna's meows from a little ways away. You go to her. You go to her, and you find a pocket watch. But the weird thing is, it's open, but the clock is stuck at exactly 7:20.
Awesome. Time like that.
Maybe. You,
Down game run.
with this journal, by the way, there are some pages in it that have been used, but you can use this journal to write down. You can use this journal to write down.
What you
Here,
bought?
hold on. I'm gonna give you a little visual. You can use this journal to write down.
What'd you do? Oh, it's just what strain is it? Oh, I read.
Alright, here. You can use my old art book from middle school to write stuff down. That can be your journal. Alright. I can give you one. Give me a minute.
Get that Sharpie fine tip pen.
Oh, you mean from inside this bag?
I have one. Oh, I had that.
Anyway, you can write down in this journal and also read what's in the journal. Please ignore my middle school art.
Why? I want to see it.
You've seen it before.
I want to see it again. I never opened it.
He doesn't think his art is good enough. I have seen his art recently.
Whatever. But anyway, you can now write inside this book.
Can me and Frisk see it?
No, because you guys aren't near Serena. You guys are elsewhere. Remember, you guys split apart. Yeah, you guys went to go do your own things.
I think
No, the
the
middle school art.
Yes, but I have.
I think I've seen the middle school art because I'm pretty sure it's been
No, you're
shown.
fine.
Wait, what?
I
Who's
just
reading?
hadn't remembered that. Oh yeah, I need to ask them. Fuck my fuck.
There you go.
Anyway.
You're always welcome, John.
Yeah, you're always welcome to ask. Just ask.
Oh, it's-
Anyway, the blank pages, honey, focus.
Focusing. It's just cute, okay?
Yeah, the blank pages are the ones that you'll be writing on. Okay? So, with that knowledge of the pocket watch, you can take the pocket watch with you. Remember, the pocket watch stopped at exactly 7:20 a.m.
That's what I'm doing.
You connected, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Anyway, alrighty.
Got it.
Cool. Now, you continue your search in the outskirts of the town. You, after finding that journal in the pocket watch, Minna also goes off and tries to help you search as well. You're searching, and then you find something. An axe embedded inside of a tree.
Oh,
And on the hilt, the initials read ZD. The letter Z and the D. And the axe is basically this is like a fire axe or a wood cutting axe. But you can still throw it. You can, however,
what did it say again? ZD?
yeah, ZD. Those are the initials. And you can, if you want to, take this axe with you or leave it. It is your choice.
I'm taking the axe with me.
Okay, you grab the axe, take it out, and put it in your bag. You hear Midna off in the distance meowing again. She found something. Bless you.
No, it's fuck you.
All right, yeah, you're right. Lincoln Park, you. Your church. That's in the park. Never mind.
No, I get.
I got
no,
the joke.
Get the joke. Just. It's a different words.
Oh, that's a mood. I mean, I
Yeah.
same. Anyway, okay. Anyway, Serena, you hear Midna off in the distance meowing. She found something, and this is what she found. She found, if I can find it, a small little knife, like that looks exactly like this. All right,
Keeps?
you can keep it. Yes. And this is over here.
Keep that. At least
On- You good?
Yes.
Okay. In this, on the knife, it just reads Chris. As if it's a name. Either the blade's name or the owner's name. You do not know. And the word Chris is on the blade of the knife. Alright?
Jotting it down. Am I?
Okay. As you are jotting this down, we are now gonna go pocket knife, basically. As you as you are writing this down, we're gonna now go to the perspective of Midna.
Now, what is this thing again?
Chris.
C-H-R-I-S or the K-R-I-S?
K-R-I-
Caps or just regular?
K-R-I-S.
K-R-I-S.
God damn it, Chris, where the fuck are we?
Yep. So, as Serena is jotting this down, Midna finds another thing for you. A half water bottle. And it's a good reference, but this
full water.
half full water bottle.
Prez, what are you eating? LMAO.
Not eat anything, but I'm hungry.
No, Prez. They mean Tara.
Oh.
Anyway, as of that, that is the last thing you find on the outskirts. But you can continue to follow the trail after you rejoin your compatriots, your comrades. Anyway, we now transfer from going to Serena. Now we are going to go to Robin. Robin is now at the tavern. What? Oh, okay. So, Robin, you are now at the tavern slash inn, which is called conveniently so. Which the tavern's name is ironically named the Snowman Inn.
Am I gonna find snowman? Yeah, I wonder.
You walk around the tavern, you don't really see anybody, but you do see that the fireplace is still lit. She's doing stuff. Babe,
You haven't seen anything?
look.
Her name is Sabrina.
What about
I get the reference of a black cat. She may as well be named.
No, I've just been doodling Midna on the fucking thing. Leave me alone.
Anyway, so Tara or Robin, you're in the tavern, the Snowman Tavern, well, Snowman Inn. That's also a tavern.
Where's the lid?
You're inside the tavern. You see that the fireplace is still lit. The tables still have plates on them, but nothing on them. You also see a big keg of ale. From what you can see from just entering.
Can I venture to the bar
Or did
area?
we switch scenes?
Hold on.
We switched
I'll take that.
Yeah, we switched scenes. This is now Robin. All right, what'd you say, Robin?
I would go to the back of the tavern where the ale is. See if there's.
You're cutting out a lot, but okay, I get what you mean. All right, so Robin, you go to the bar. You go to the bar. That's for the hookah.
I know.
Okay.
Are you loading it?
No.
Like,
You could if you want. You could
I
if you
have
want.
the tin for it. I just gotta pull it.
Anyway, so Robin, you go to the counter and you go to try to get some you go to try to grab some you go to get some ale, all right, from that big keg.
It's not rum, but it will do.
as you go and grab the ale, you hear some moaning from below you. Roll for investigation.
Hold on. After I grab my dice, I went to the
Just
spot.
pop that on there. Switch it down to size. Whatever. Make it insane. Oh yeah, you do.
See. Son of a bitch. Give me one.
Oops, sit down.
Alright, file my d20.
You what?
16.
16? I know, I hear them. I have my headset.
No.
So I can hear them with my headset. Anyway, Robin, you look around. First, you look behind you. No one is behind you. No one is behind you. So then you look to your right. No one's there. You look to your left. No one's there. You look over the bar. You find somebody. The barkeep.
Oh, hello, barkeep.
You find the barkeep. She is out cold. By the way, she's not awake. She is unconscious. And, huh? No, it's fine. I don't mind. So anyway, you find the barkeep. She is out cold, but you do check on her person. She does have a weapon. It's just a dagger.
Well, I assume it's for self-defense.
You check. You check basically. And her name is Skylar. Her name is Skylar. Her name is Skylar, a wood elf.
Was.
Can I check if there's
Well,
I
any...
hear they fix her wood real nice.
What'd you say?
Can I check the knife for any damage to it, like from in battle?
Well, actually, it's
What
still
side to defend herself?
no, it's still in the sheath.
Then
She-
may I...
she-
Can I bring her back to my ship then?
Yes, you can. But before you do, would you like to investigate the tavern further? Is that a yes or a no?
Give me a second, I'm thinking.
All I
Can
heard
I
was
carry her? Can I carry her around with me while I check the rest of the tavern so nothing can happen to her?
no.
Because it'd be a shame if I went to a different room and she's gone.
No, you can't bring her with. Well, the thing is, the only other place inside the tavern is the inn part, and there is the stairs, but it's closed off because no one was staying at the inn, so they only have the tavern part. So no one's up there. I can at least tell you that.
Well, then I guess there's no need to search further. Can I pick her up, bring her back to my ship, and then go join up with Sabrina?
Well, she's coming back to your ship.
Okay.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Anyway, you pick up Skylar the wood elf. You pick up Skylar the wood elf and bring her back to your ship. Now, we shall cut to Orin and Sophie.
Alright, you're in the spotlight.
Where'd you say you guys were going again?
I and Sophie went to the black market.
Hell yeah. You and Sophie go to the black market. It is vacant. No one there. Nothing. No one is there, but items are there from each stall. On every black market tent, there are four. There are four black market tents. On all of them have a piece of paper that literally read the exact same thing. Well, not exactly the same thing, but roughly.
It's a good thing I have that trade.
And this is where the comedy comes in. On the piece of paper, it reads as follows: "Out to lunch, be back never." Yes. So the papers, all of them read something similar to that. Okay? You and Sophie are just chilling now.
Yes.
you and Sophie are just chilling now. Do you
Oh, you
investigate?
want me to push it up?
Do you investigate? Do you investigate the stalls?
It's okay.
You investigate the stalls. Okay. You and Sophie basically kind of split off, but you're not too far away from each other anyway, because she's within eyesight. We're gonna go to Sophie's perspective. She's at one of the black market stalls. Inside this stall is druid stuff. Potions, herbs, anything. Anything a druid would want for a stall, you know?
Druid's first weaponry.
Yep.
The one with the most usage is the one. No, it has to have one of those things on there.
Anyway,
It
Sophie
might be that
Sophie is looking inside the druid's tent. Well, the former druid's tent, because the druid's not there.
Yes.
The druid is not there. So Sophie goes in and sees all the herbs. They don't really interest her because they're about to be crushed to make, potions and shit.
Yes.
They don't interest her, but what does catch her eye is this big grimoire of plant magic. Now, she finds this big book of plant magic, and she reads it for a little bit and then closes it and puts it somewhere. I don't know where she puts it. She doesn't have a backpack.
Just fucking take it.
Yeah, well, no one's there. Who's gonna give a shit? Anyway,
Stuffs it down
Sophie then goes to the next tent. Now we go to Orin. You are at the tent. Just you're two tents away from Sophie as she goes to the next tent. In your tent, you find various armor and weapons. All right.
Okay.
Various armor and weapons made with different materials: long swords, knives, darts, crossbow bolts, you name it, it's there. Armor varying in iron and all the other fucking metals. Alright? Every metal that you can think of is there. Alright? For an armor set.
Is it like plate mail? Or does it also come in studded leather varieties?
Oh, it does come in studded leather varieties. You can also, since that tent is there, if you guys stay in this town, you can use those tents to make items. I will mention that right now. Because they have all the gear there for you to make the items.
Ooh.
Alright? So anyway, back to the matter at hand. Orin, you are inside this tent and you see all these armor stands that have various armor sets. You see some swords strewed about, in some of them inside barrels, some of them just laying around. You also see various metals on a shelf that haven't been processed yet, like ore. You also take a gander behind the tent counter, and behind it is a small little handbook that reads Blacksmith's Best Friend. Basically, a thing that helps you make armor. You can read it to see what armor things you need, and you can whenever you want.
Right.
Okay, you take that booklet, and it's now in your inventory.
I would choose the iron studded leather. I will make that my new armor.
Okay, you will grab the iron-studded armor, and that will be now your new armor. This armor is very pristine and also enchanted. It gives you a +2 strength and a very heavy hit. So basically, what I'm saying is this. If a monster were to attack you, they would need to hit you very hard, or at least more than twice, to damage you at all.
I thought you meant it would need that it gives you.
What they say?
What was that?
Basically thought it would give you or basically that if you unarmed attacks that you can harder.
The thing about unarmed attacks is getting harder.
No. Your armor protects you from people hitting you. They have to hit you more than twice in order to damage you. Anyway, so it gives you a +2 strength a you can't really change it on there. But you have armor on you now. Okay? So this armor has +2 strength and +2
I'm
dex.
gonna give you a piece of paper and jot down that.
Yes?
Yes.
Here, I'll give you this.
Okay.
That was the left one. Ooh.
Oh.
I crushed the uwu.
I
Is
didn't
that what I
say
heard?
ooh. Might be a furry, but I'm not that much more.
Anyway. Sorry about your pain. He needs a pen.
Oh, pen.
God, you're slow. I'm kidding.
It's called forgetting.
It's called racism.
It's called binge.
Okay.
Okay. So, this iron-studded leather armor gives you a +2 strength and +2 dexterity. But it also has a tanky ability added to it. Basically, if an enemy were to attack you, they would need to hit you more than twice in order to damage you at all on any part of your body. Okay? Got it?
Quarantine bumping.
Good. Okay. You continue to look around. You see the various tools to make more armor if you ever want to. Is that it for you in that tent, or do you want to continue looking around in that tent, even though it's pretty self-explanatory?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call
Sophie.
Sophie over and make her a solo.
Okay. Sophie doesn't come rushing, but kind of speed walks to you.
Yeah. Okay. Up on that
Do you
stove, I
wanna-
have to take measurements so I can go ahead and make some adjustments so you can have armor.
She obliges and stands on the stool. You are now measuring Sophie up, basically like, okay, this is how her arm length, this is how tall she is, this is what
That tall.
she that tall.
She got tall, yo.
You basically get the proper measurements for Sophie. You basically get the proper measurements for Sophie. And you can create her any kind of armor. Because there's various metals that you can use. And leather.
Wait, is there dwarven metal?
Yes. Okay.
So after getting all these measurements, you can now create her armor. What armor will you create?
Is there
Well, she is
dwarven
more of
metal?
a magic user, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But she is also very sneaky. She needs to stay sneaky.
I will admit this, I do have her character sheet up, and I can list you this. Alright? Her strength is a 15 plus 4. Her dexterity is very high. It is a 16 plus 3,
Hold on, strength is what?
15 plus 4.
Yep.
Her dexterity is a 16 plus 3. Her intelligence is not too good. It is a 10 with a -1. Yeah, she doesn't have that much intelligence.
She's a little
then-
She is goblin.
What's next? Strength,
She's a good
dexterity, intelligence, constitution. Her constitution
Her constitution.
is a steady 14 plus 2. Constitution.
I was half expecting you to say her constitution, then
Strength, dex, constitution.
would like
intelligence,
cite the
wisdom.
constitution.
Wisdom. Alright, her wisdom, she's actually very wise for a kid, with a 17 plus 2. And what's the
Since
other one?
goblins age differently, that kind of makes sense.
Charisma.
Charisma. She's not very charismatic. She has a 5 with a plus 2.
That's impressive.
It's mainly because she's very shy. Anyway,
It's not a barn.
She's not like side
on her person, you can also write this down too. She does have some weapons minus her plant magic. She has exactly 7 darts on her leg that she can throw at any time. They're not enchanted in any way, or not poisoned, basically. They're regular darts. But you can
Yes, 1d6.
1d that has a 1d6 damage rate. Also on her, real quick, also on her, she has her dress that she hasn't really changed out of, because it's the dress you saw her in at the beginning. By the way, you can create her more clothes later on. Anyway, for her spells, I will list, she has a total of 4 spells. You already saw one of them, which was Razor Leaf, which is just a leaf thing, a leaf spell that cuts very deep.
Because she ran plant.
Yes.
leaf.
Another spell is Healing Hands. Alright? So she is very good. The things that she excels in, as well, once when I'm done with her, I'll get into it. Her next spell is Burning Hands. She can light things on fire. Basically, she only uses it if she wants to make a campfire. Alright? And for her final one, when you're ready. Ready? Alright, her final one is Call of the Wild. She can summon any animal within a 100 kilometer distance. No. So she can summon.
I am gonna be right back. Discord audio issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are her spells. Yeah, that was Cyban. She has those are her spells. Alright. Next, here are the skill proficiencies she has. Alright?
Yep.
You got your torch and
She is moderate at stealth. Like, she can be sneaky, but in like an intense situation, she kind of falters a bit, if that makes sense.
clumsy.
Yeah, a little clumsy, but she still gets the job done. Another skill is animal handling. She loves animals. She will befriend any animal that you come across instantly.
Oh, good. She's a hit for men.
Yep.
Wait,
Another skill.
Yes.
Another skill that she has that she's proficient in is medicine. She can make moderate health potions. They don't heal you all the way. They just kind of heal your wounds. They just like close up the wounds so they don't get infected. All right.
It's not gonna save you if you're near death, but
Medicine.
if you're pretty badly
That's a skill that
damaged, you're pretty
she's-
good.
That's a skill she's efficient in. And then here's her final skill when you're ready.
Oh.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Her final skill that she is proficient in is persuasion. Because she can persuade you with her cute, adorable face. She's just a little goblin girl.
Little gibbly
Alright.
Luke.
And that's pretty much it. Do you want me to get into what she like looks like hairstyle wise or anything, or are you good? Okay, cool. Okay. Alright. As you now know everything about Sophie now, you, after measuring her up for her armor, she can, there's another thing. She can wear 2 types of armor, light and heavy. She can wear those 2 and be very nimble in them. Those are her 2 armor variants that she can have.
So she basically has.
And here's her armor class. 17. Her armor class is a 17.
How does she have 3 plus armor?
What?
She's 3 more.
Anyway.
I feel.
Anyway, you can also write it down to future reference, the light armor and heavy armor. She can wear both of those. She will not, by the way, wear chainmail. at all because of it, like, you know, when you move around in chainmail, it makes that little like ching 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 sound. The metal like hitting each other. Yeah, that it doesn't make her nervous. She just gets annoyed by it. That's it. And that's all you need to know about Sophie currently, unless you want to know more later.
I'm used to chain dating.
So anyway, what's up? Oh, I thought you were gonna ask anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, after measuring Sophie up, you get to craft her any armor. But you don't know how to craft what armor yet, because you haven't looked in that book yet.
Well, that was the whole point. Get her measurements that way. Open book, find out what to
Oh,
measure,
okay.
then I have
Five minutes
already
back.
got
Gather
that
the
in hand
information
instead of-
first.
Okay, inside the book that you now opened, you know, basic book, it has a table of contents, page 1 to 5, the basics, page 6 to 10,
What's the
Study-
book about?
Armor building or armor crafting.
Second.
pages 6 to 10, studded armor basic. 10 to 15, iron armor basics. And then finally, from 16 to the final page, which is 25, is enchanting armor basics.
Yeah, I'm a rogue with no magic right
No, I know. I'm just saying that it gives you it gives you a brief on how to enchant armor.
Well, if you can't, I probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, which page will you go to?
Like learning basics and then going straight to stuff.
Okay. You read the basics and you read the basics. You read the basics just fine. You're like, oh, okay, so that's how you do this. Like you're talking to yourself, basically. You're like, okay, this, got it.
Oh, that's a little perfect. You can go back to doing whatever Sophie.
Okay. As you're reading and about to craft her armor, we're now going to go to the perspective of Sophie. She then goes back to the tent that she was originally at, minus the druid one. She is now looking at a bunch of potions and empty bottles. She pockets all the empty bottles.
Fair. You never know when you need potions.
Then she also
So, well, I have a butt somewhere.
she
Anyone who knows this?
inside this tent, she finds empty bottles. All right, she finds a bunch of empty bottles and instantly pockets them. She also finds a backpack that she can now put all these items. Yeah, she now has a backpack and she transfers everything inside this backpack. It's just a normal backpack. She has enough room to put other things. She now has a backpack now. She can now put stuff in a bag. Sorry, I was taking a drink.
Now I'm done taking this one.
Anyway, here's what goes down. Behind the tents, behind the counter in the tent, is a dagger, and this
Yes.
behind and this dagger that she picks up real quick. That the bottom part.
The tray.
Yeah, that's an ashtray.
Yeah, that's also one too.
Yeah, that's an ashtray.
It's an ashtray slash catcher.
You know what that actually is for?
Catching.
That, but also the charcoal discs.
I can also stick my dick in it.
I never used charcoal discs.
And anyway,
Sucks.
she finds a dagger. All right, and this dagger has poison damage that she can inflict.
Ooh, that's right.
The poison does 1d6 damage every minute. Your pen? The dagger looks like a regular dagger, but it's a poison dagger. This dagger deals 1d6 damage regular, but 1d8 poison damage per minute. And what's cool about this is that Sophie doesn't need a sheath. You want to know why? Huh? No, it was in its sheath. And she could just put it on her whenever she sees fit, but she doesn't really have a belt to put it on. Or anything to attach it to. Yep. Anyway, she then, as you're crafting, she goes to the next stall, and this one is just food. She just starts munching.
Dude,
Now we go back to you. With the armor. Where are you with the armor?
Reading kind of makes studded armor.
Okay, you're reading the studded armor basics. You'll need leather and whatever metal you want, obviously. Yeah. So, you grab the leather and metal of your choice, which there are, yeah, as well as the padded stuff. You grab you grab all the stuff you need. Now, roll for a proficiency. That would just be a d20. Go ahead. What?
The reroll is nat 20, but I'll go ahead and minus that and say 18.
18, got you. So, your proficiency in this is actually pretty good. You're getting really good at making armor. As you're making the armor, you finally put on one final touch. A crest. You could make it whatever logo you want.
Already.
Go ahead. Your pen's right there. It can be whatever logo you want. Alright? And then you can share with me what it is when you're done.
Yes.
Oh, did you have to Sharpie it so?
A little bit.
Oh. Oh, it's an Inuyasha one. Oh, fuck, where'd you get this?
Bread?
Man, that's dope.
It's just bread. You want mustard on it?
A little name.
Oh, yeah.
Pixie, mustard, no.
They're delicious.
Kill for pasta crafts right now.
I don't have money, so.
Oh, fucking, I don't have money. What are you talking about? We don't have money.
Okay.
So just a bad logo, I decided to just paint it like it. Cool.
Okay. Alright. You want some of your little rolls that are over here?
Yeah.
Ah.
Solid food. I'm probably gonna take half of those so that will cover them all because makes me nauseous as shit.
I'll just leave this over here with you guys.
Oh, thank you.
No.
No, it's just bread.
Well, actually, they're slider buns. They're slider buns.
Brioche. Delicious with food.
Bread.
Bread.
Delicious, no matter what it is.
Good or?
They have to go bread.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
See, none of that here.
Anyway.
It's just time. Not God.
Anyway.
Yes.
Okay. A couple of minutes pass and you finally finish this armor for Sophie. Do you summon her for? Okay. She comes back.
Jesus Christ.
She comes.
Horse bills a dagger.
Form.
Especially as a priest.
She comes back with a box in her hand of crackers, and she's still munching away. Hey, I'm hungry. Dude, you know how long it's been since she's eaten? 4 days.
What? We never thought of feeding her? What is wrong with us? What is wrong? Or D&D.
And kitty cat's not out anymore.
No, she's right there. She's on her porch.
No, the other kitty cat.
Oh, it's not. It probably went home.
The camera's right here. Anyway,
I'm not fully ready to give up cigarettes, but
That kitty was so sweet though.
alright, anyway, continuing for you.
yes.
So, you're looking at Sophie, she has a box of crackers and she's munching away. She goes, yes, what do you need?
You at least check
Well, I
that.
need you to test fit this armor.
She goes, okay. And then she pockets the fucking, she pockets the box of crackers.
Right outside, walk back with the Raiders.
She goes, okay. Some time has passed and she says, okay, I'm ready. You come back in. She put on the armor backwards. You might need to help her.
Let me know.
Bye.
Bye.
She's like, she even looks at you like this. Did I do it right?
Where's the box of crackers?
No, it's on backwards. Let me help you. I help her shove her arms back into it, turn her around on her, and then help her get her arms back out. That way it's on her foot.
As you do that, she goes, oh, this feels much better.
Yeah, oh shit, we put it on for
There's ways to be able to tell what's the front, what's the back of outfits. I'll help teach you.
She goes, okay. Alright, now that you've searched this whole place of the black market, what will you do next?
Got all that, so cool. I guess I'll head back to where we're gonna meet up after.
The ship?
Yep.
Alright. Hey, Saiban, you still there? They're using text-to-speech.
What?
Yes.
They just don't like their voice, is what I got at. Which makes sense, that's a mood.
Yes.
Anyway, so now we are going to go to the perspective of Saiban. The chaotic, evil jester porcelain doll.
Next speech. What else is there to be other than chaotic evil with that?
Yep, anyway.
I am going to suck on your nuts.
Anyway, here's what goes down for Saiban's perspective. Saiban is in the residential area, scouring around for anyone of the sort. Any dead bodies for him to munch on, basically. There are none. There are no dead bodies at all. Not even power. They take in the soul.
But
Womp
that's
womp.
porcelain doll.
What they say?
No, I'm in that here.
Hey, Simon, will you repeat that?
Saiban,
Womp
we should...
womp.
Womp
Womp
womp.
womp.
Oh, womp womp. Okay.
Finish sloping to
So, Saiban, you look around. There aren't any dead bodies anywhere visibly in sight at all. Which brings you a sadness. You don't even find any clues at all in the residential area.
Wow.
Except for the fact that all the doors for the houses are just open, and that's it. Since you couldn't find anything, you go back to the ship and reconvene with your party members. Now, this is going to be the perspective of everybody. As you all are coming back to the ship, you meet at the dock, not on the ship, but you're at the dock about to get on the ship. You talk to each other. You all talk to each other, and basically, say, talk about your findings and whatnot, like what you found.
I found a maiden.
Yeah, you talk about what you found, any clues you found, yada yada yada. You guys
Being you smoked.
just
I found sadness.
You
I
found
found
sadness, and I got myself a bitch.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, after
My bad, fellas.
after
My bad.
reconvening, Robin with the barkeep on their shoulder or back, whatever they decide.
I'm princess carrying her. I'm princess carrying her.
Okay. You then all go onto the ship. The crew is still there, obviously. Nothing happened to the crew. Robin, you bring the barkeep to the captain's quarters where you know there's a bed.
Yeah, it's my captain quarters. I'm the captain of the ship.
Yeah, so you bring her to the captain's quarters and lay her in the bed. Some time passes as you guys are just chilling. Meanwhile, Sophie is in the captain's quarters, sitting in the captain's chairs, munching away on those crackers.
Keeps her distracted.
Yep.
She's gonna be a stoner.
Maybe. Anyway,
Can I flirt with the half elf if she wakes up?
the wood elf?
Like the half elf
It's a wood elf.
barkeep.
Yeah, it's a wood elf.
Oh, it's a wood elf.
Yeah, I said wood elf, dog. Anyway,
I have a memory. I promise.
So some time passes and the barkeep wakes up. The barkeep wakes up and no one was in the cabin minus Sophie, so she runs out to Orin saying, "Yo, the lady is awake." She runs to Orin saying, "Hey, the lady is awake that's in the captain's quarters, or on the bed, basically. The lady on the bed is awake," is what she says to all of you.
Shit, okay.
I rushed to my quarters.
Mm-hmm.
I walk into the captain quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robin,
I
you...
greet Skylar.
Okay, you greet Skylar, and Skylar is looking at you because she doesn't know you at all.
I am just flirting with the crewmates.
Of course you are. Anyway.
As long as she doesn't flirt with the bartender.
If only that one knew I was kidding.
Anyway, the barkeep doesn't know you, Robin, and is confused as to where they are. You convey to the barkeep, basically like saying, "Hey, yo, you're safe. We're at the docks right now, and you're on my ship." I then basically say, "I found you, like unconscious at your tavern behind the bar." And she basically says, "You don't really remember what happened at all." She has no memory, basically, on what transpired before she got knocked out.
I give her a comforting hug and just reassure her that she'll be safe now.
She responds, "Okay. Thank you."
Can I roll for charisma for a nice flirty goodbye?
You can if you want.
Hold on. Where did my d20 go? Fucking hell.
Always keep an eye
Don't
on
worry.
the D1.
Don't worry, I have many d20s in this house.
What?
I said she looks like a top.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I use magic to see her memories?
You can, but just not yet.
I also think she's more masculine.
I got a 13, and hold on, let me just check what my charisma plus is. I'm pretty sure I have a plus in charisma. Yeah, I have a plus 1 on charisma. So I have a 14.
Okay. As you leave, you try to give a flirty goodbye, but you kind of trip on your way out. She still thought it was charming, but then you leave. You all, by the way, all of you can enter the captain's quarters to talk to her, one at a time. Except for you, Orin. You can bring Sophie with you.
She's already.
Sophie's special.
Anyway,
Can I put
Also,
Manette
can
down
my-
on her lap for points?
well, it depends on who wants to go in next. But what's up?
My foxes are also, when I'm on my ship, my fox chills on the bed, normally near the end of it.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
I will go last.
you'll go last? Okay. Saiban,
Can
did you...
I go in next?
Sure, you can. Saiban, you go in and greet this this barkeep. She doesn't know you at all. Well, she thinks she knows you, like recognizes you, but is unsure.
Huh.
What is your course of action?
Can I knock her out so I can use my magic to see her memories?
You don't have to knock her
No,
out.
you don't
If
have to
hurt
knock her out.
If you hurt her, I'll bust through that door and shoot you with a flintlock, I swear to God.
If you
Stop
hurt her,
putting holes in my
Sophie will
ship.
kick your ass.
I mean, you could ask Sophie for help. She knows a little bit of magic, and she's been reading the grimoire that she found the entire time.
She's been snacking on 100 crackers and reading a grimoire.
Yeah, a plant magic grimoire. I love how she
Too bad we can't use. Too
Huh?
bad we can't use a level 6 spell Dreamwalker.
Well,
I
none of you-
asked Sophie for help so I can see her memories before knocking the bartender out.
Okay, this is
You
where
can't
you'll
knock
come
her out.
in.
If you knock her out, I swear to God, I'll shoot you.
Kicking everybody's ass. It's not
This
the
is-
fight we need.
This is where you come in, Orin, because you're gonna write this one down too. She responds and says, I can try. I can try using the spell that I found in this book. She goes up to Skylar and tries to cast the spell Sleep Spore. Basically, what this spell does is, depending on the user's magical ability, it gives a time limit on how long that person is asleep. If they've studied magic all their life,
Yeah.
sorry, I had a hiccup. If they studied magic all their life, they will be asleep for a day. If they are intermediate, they will be asleep for a couple of hours. If they are Sophie's level, which is somewhat novice, they will be asleep for around 10 to 20 minutes. As Sophie is trying to cast the spell, she keeps trying, and then she succeeds. She casts Sleep Spore for 10 minutes. You okay?
Chill on my back.
Anyway, she casts Sleep Spore on Skylar. Skylar then falls asleep back on the bed. What spell were you gonna use, Simon?
I was gonna use a spell to check her memories.
Okay. What spell would that be?
A spell for that?
Do you have a spell for that?
Do you know?
You might want to look
I
at your
don't-
spells.
I don't think you have level 6 Dreamwalker.
I don't think you have that either. You're
no,
not.
I don't think so.
Okay, then
Level
she's
6 spell, look it up. Dreamwalker, it's a level 6 spell, look it up.
she's basically asleep now. Then.
Can I rob
God.
her money instead?
You
She doesn't
rob her
have-
on my ship, I will
She
blow a hole through you, I swear.
she
to
does
God.
she doesn't have any money on her at all. She all the money she had it was at her tavern, but y'all are still at the ship.
I decided to be nice and not rob her, even though
Okay.
I'm meant for plundering.
All right. Well, since Saiban can't do anything,
Next!
next. Who's next?
I think
That
it'd
would
be
be
your wife.
Serena.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Serena, you go in. Whoops. You go in to talk to. Well, you wait 20 minutes before going in. Wait, did I say 20 or 10? 10. You wait 10 minutes before going in because you're chilling with Minna, doing little Minna things. Basically that.
Making payments, yeah.
You're basically playing with Minna. And then you and Minna then enter the room as Skylar wakes up. She looks at you and says hello. Sorry I was asleep for a bit.
Whopper, I bought Min on her lap and I let her come her and I tell her, hey, you need it, just give her a pet. She loves these. But I have a few questions to ask you.
What are you gonna ask her?
I was waiting for a response.
Oh, she's just nodded her head then.
So, what do you remember before you slept?
Well, I remember this porcelain jester looking fellow come in, and I just passed out.
Mentioned the wrong timing.
Yeah,
What did the jester take again?
nothing.
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 LMA, oh, that sounds so wrong.
It was mostly because you've been like basically pillaging everywhere and trying to take people's shit. So that's why I sighed, because I thought you took her money and all her belongings. It made me impressed the fact that of that.
Nothing else she had was what, that dagger?
Yeah, she just had that dagger. It's just a normal dagger, and that's it.
Yeah, like her dagger, her armor, and then whatever else she has is back.
I asked her what else can she before that.
Well, I remember all the people were celebrating inside my tavern, then everything just goes black.
Can you remember before what happened?
No, I cannot. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's where she works.
So my first thought would be investigate the tavern.
You can if you want.
So I let her pet Nana for like about 10 more minutes because start time. And we go to the tavern.
You and Minna? Okay, I'll deal with you in a minute.
Okay.
Alright, Orin, it's now your turn to go in.
Okay, I go in, I sit down, and then I look over at Sophie, and I tell Sophie, or I ask Sophie, what all has been said?
Sophie relays to you the basic gist, saying,
This person did this, this person did this.
yep, basically. As she munches on crackers more and reads the grimoire.
Yes.
The plant grimoire, specifically.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Well, I already know that she doesn't remember much other than, people celebrating and then suddenly she's on
Oh.
the ship.
No, you can't.
You're not gonna ask her anything?
Maybe just a moment, I gotta get to try and get this one.
Whoa.
Well, I think I hit it.
You okay, Nana? It scared you too much, did it? No, but it scared me. Loud noises. Right, yes. Loud noises. Loud noises. It's scary.
Anyway, what do you do next?
Who has a grudge against the town?
No.
No idea why any type of magic would be used against it.
No. Not that you know of as of right now.
Okay.
Was that a
Okay.
question to her, or?
So, yes.
Oh, I thought you were just asking me in general.
No,
she basically responds as what I just said.
Yeah.
She says she has no knowledge of anyone having a grudge against the town or anyone else, but
Yeah.
all she could say is everything kind of changed once when that hospital showed up.
Okay.
Yikes, creepy hospital. Like, Swim Scoob? Creepy hospital.
Alright, what do you do next when you're ready?
Oh, at that point, I leave the room.
Okay.
Did
Oren,
can-
you leave the room and yeah, you leave the what?
I was actually finish what you're saying because it
Okay.
actually has to do with what
Are you
comes
good?
after.
Yes.
Okay. Oren, you leave the room and Sophie will. So here's the thing, real quick. Sophie, your everyone's a comrade now. It will remain in the captain's quarters, just chilling and reading a grimoire.
Good.
You can always come back and talk to her whenever. She is going to be on the ship unless you need her.
Okay.
Anyway, Oren, you leave the captain's quarters. You close the door behind you and do as you please. You can do whatever.
Will the bartender still be the chef?
Yeah, the bartender and Sophie will remain at the ship until further notice. Well, until you guys do something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can I grab my fox and go back to the tavern with Sabrina?
Serena, sure.
Yeah.
Serena and Midna, Robin, and Robin's fox. Does it have a name?
I'll name it. I'll name it Prez. Actually, you know what? So
Okay.
That's the other name of Robin from the game that I got it from.
Okay,
This is
so-
what I call lazy writing.
Okay, so Robin and Prez, Serena and Midna head to the tavern to investigate it more. What about you, Oren? What will you do? Are you just gonna remain on the ship?
Somebody's gotta watch that fucking jester.
For now.
Alright. Oren, you'll remain on the ship. You basically go below deck and talk to the crew.
Essentially, but while I'm also doing sure.
Yeah, they have a what is it, a whetstone or whatever?
That's one.
I actually
Well,
would have.
they
I
have the
actually
two-
have a grinder.
They have the tools. They have the tools down in below the top deck for you to sharpen your blade if you need.
Okay.
Okay. Cyban, what do you do? Do you stay on the ship or do you go about the town, just walk
I
around?
will out of the ship to destroy some buildings and animals so I can get rid of my failure.
All right.
I see the carnage and I chase after fucking Simon.
Well, it's
I'd follow.
well. The thing is that the only people that can man the cannons is the crew. There's a special incantation on the cannons that whoever Robin dubs part of the crew can use those cannons. If anyone tries to use those cannons, they will take 1d6 lightning damage.
Oh, the thunder cannons.
No, they're just regular cannons. The incantation will, if you touch it and you're not part of the crew, it just shocks you.
No, I thought they shot lightning at the fucking building.
No,
Could they actually do like a shock paralysis type? Damage?
well, you can. You just have to choose the cannons you want to do that. But you can do that later.
No, for like the incantation that of how the knockback is that it gives you a shocking paralysis.
Oh, then yeah, that will be what the cannons do. It gives you a shock paralysis.
Paralyzed for X amount of turns.
You are basically paralyzed. You'll be paralyzed for about 20 minutes or 3 turns. Yep. Anyway, so Cyban, do you want to use the cannons? Is that a no?
Personally, No, not wanting to get hurt.
No, I kinda just want to find animals to talk to before murdering them.
Okay, you can do
Yeah,
that.
I definitely chase that percent.
Well, you already made your choice on where you're going.
Where am I to go?
The bar, the tavern.
Once we hear the carnage, can we beat the
Yeah, well, if I hear carnage, I'm guaranteed to fucking come out.
Well, Saiben, you go into the frozen forest to find animals. You don't really find much. You find some birds and you try to attack them, but they fly away from you. Yeah, they fly away from you.
It's the uncanny valley.
Run! Yeah, so Saiben, you're just in the forest, just scouring for animals to kill. Anyway, we now transfer to, the Animal Squad, aka Serena and Robin.
Can
with
I
their...
use the ability speak with animals to the birds before attacking them?
Do you have that ability? It's all about if you have that ability or not.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, what animal are you going to speak to? Because you haven't found anything yet. I will get back to that in a minute. So back to the Animal Squad, aka Serena, Midna, Robin, and Prez. You guys, you listening?
Yeah.
You listening over there?
Yeah.
You specifically? Okay. You guys, that make your way to. You guys make your way to the tavern, the Snowman Tavern.
What's that?
You guys make your way to the Snowman Tavern to investigate it more. Alright?
She stays calm.
Yes.
Back at the tavern.
You're back at the tavern.
Okay.
Please pay
Oh.
attention if you can.
Can I tell Sabrina
I'm
that
basically
there's
waiting on
probably
you.
nothing in the inn
Part.
because it was closed off?
Sure. Robin tells you there's nothing really upstairs since the inn part, which is the upstairs area, is closed off.
So I investigate downstairs and it's not upstairs.
You mean the-
Relax, people.
There's no one there.
There's no one.
No!
Just the bartender was there, but now she's on the ship.
I check behind the bartender's thingy. What is it called?
You mean the bar?
Yeah, the bar.
You check behind the bar. You check behind the bar. You don't see anything, but you do see a strange symbol engraved on the floor.
Where's my
That wasn't there the last time I was here.
Well, it's because you didn't really look at the floor. You looked at the girl.
I saw a woman. It was like, Olga.
No, you were like, that a woman.
Whoa, man. Holy, Awooga.
What's the symbol look like?
Hello, nurse. The symbol? Oh, okay. The symbol. Sorry, I'm bad at describing. I'd rather draw it. But the symbol.
Well, if you want, you can draw it on this.
Sure, I'll draw it on the thing. Give me the thingy. I'll draw it. It'll be crude because it's engraved into
Well, I mean, I don't give a shit. So.
it. Tiny mid. Sorry, I saw the mid.
I like to draw men a lot in more different fashions.
No, I know.
Don't I? Yes, sir.
Sorry, I had an itch on my chest.
Mom's spaghetti.
Why?
Itch on the chest. Mom's ready to get you a razor. Tell you to shut the fuck up. That's nice. This is the razor. This is really the There you go. Lemons from the pajamas.
Sorry if this takes a bit.
You're good. We're having a little fun here.
Okay.
It's covered by
What items do I have again, Digi, since I am a warlock bard?
You have your musical instruments and your scythe.
Am I allowed to shoot at
Also stop.
Saiban if she tries to woo any of my crew?
She will reap the day.
All right. So on the ground, this is the symbol you see.
Familiar? Isn't that your tattoo or something?
Close. I tried to do something similar.
Can I have a picture of what it?
Well,
Yeah,
you're not
this
supposed
is
to
my
know that
tattoo.
yet.
It's not exactly this, but I wanted to do something. It's inspired.
But
Because that's all I could think.
this is what it looks like, guys.
They can't see it. I can't
Is it
zoom
like
in.
the
Can
Hornet
see.
Gabriel?
No. I will make a reference later. Anyway, so that is the symbol you find engraved on the wood. And it is glowing with a weird fiery aura.
Oh.
Alright?
Maybe you should stand back.
You can do whatever you want to this.
I
Okay.
since I have like fire skills.
Okay. You touch it sexually. I'm kidding. You touch it. You touch the rune. Well, not the rune, the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Nothing happens. You just touch it. It feels like wood. But as you
Should I try using my spell on it?
no, because you'll light the whole fucking place on fire.
Aw.
Investigate.
You can roll your investigation skill.
Yeah, you know what? I can do that. It's a mistake.
Yeah, investigate, you bitch.
Rolling on the side.
Oh, I have a question.
15.
Hold on, wait. What's up?
Could we also carve it out and bring it back to Sophie to see if she knows what it is?
You can try. Well, not Sophie. You mean Skylar.
Oh, well, maybe Sophie also knows magic, is why I said that.
Well, plant magic, not fire magic.
Well, she has fire hands.
Fine, I'll go 20.
All right. So anyway,
Well,
You-
I rolled a 20.
okay. So you guys, before we get into it was investigation, right?
Yes, she rolled a 15 plus 5 is 20.
Okay. So before we get into that, you guys can try and carve out that symbol if you want. You could try it after this investigation part. All right.
I
Anyway.
think I might.
Okay. Anyway,
Is it one of my skills like plus or something?
you have really good strength, yes, but not.
I have good strength.
You have.
To
And
at
plus-
least remove the.
Well, first you're investigating. I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Well, I thought I did. I just rolled.
I haven't said what I wanted to say because you guys are
I
talking to
am
me.
the jester of Rising.
Let's do the investigation first.
Okay.
Shut up,
Yes,
Side
please. Okay. So, Serena, you investigate this rune, and you see like it's engraved as if it was burnt into the wood, not carved, burnt. You see that it looked like it was burnt into the wood, and it doesn't feel hot because you already tested that. It does not feel hot. Doesn't even feel like it was on fire or anything. It just was burned into the. It was burned into the floor.
I think I used the knife that I got to carve it out.
The knife. Okay.
I would.
Roll for. Let me see.
Strength, I think.
No. Well, yeah. Roll for 2. Roll for strength and reflex.
You get reflex, I get strength. I have to roll it. I got it.
That plus strength is 14. And then 19 for the
Reflex.
reflex.
Yeah, no, I could see it on my end.
So 14 and 19.
14 and 19. Okay. So you try your best to get this thing. You hit the dice button, the little dice thing on your website.
Yep.
On the website, it should be like on the right hand side.
Yeah, which one?
Huh?
Which dice?
It's a D20. Well, no, not you guys. I was talking to Cyban.
Oh,
Cyban in the chat, not in the stream chat, but in the game chat, actually asked how do you roll. So you'll be mainly rolling the d20 more often than any of the other dice. But anyway, so you said the 14. You said the 14 was the strength, right?
14 was the strength, 19 plus whatever for the perception.
Okay, as you try to cut into this, around this sigil, it starts emanating. Yeah, you don't need to roll a d20 right now, Cyban, because you're not in this room. Anyway, it's okay.
Should I roll for reflex?
Yeah, you might want to roll for reflex too, Tara. Roll for your reflex, because this is important.
Okay.
It's source stays open, so it's
Oh,
I got a nat 20.
mine's still big.
Okay, so, as you are carving in, as Serena's carving into, like, around the sigil to try and, get it up, like, off the floor, you hear a bunch of wood creaking as you do, like the wood is contorting towards the sigil. Since you made that reflex save, you have dodged a chair that was flung at you.
Ooh, spirit.
No, not a spirit. It was because of the sigil. And Tara, and Tara, or Robin, you also dodge the keg of ale that came flying at you.
Can I do it in like a really funny way since I got a nat 20?
No, I'm just gonna say you dodged it. So you guys dodged those items, and finally you get this sigil off the wood. As it's off of the floor, it starts, here we go. We'll say this is the sigil, alright? Doesn't look like it, but as you are holding the sigil, it starts, vibrating in your hand, like,
Can I use that prop?
well, these are the tips, but I'm showing you real quick.
I don't just need a prop. So
Anyway, so yeah, it vibrates in your hand. It's vibrating, like, hard. And then you feel something searing into your hand. It is the wood. Do you drop it?
Hold
Okay.
On. Can I take the sigil since I have gloves on?
Yeah, but I got fire magic.
Well, you don't take any damage, but hold on. So, it's still vibrating in your hand very rapidly. And then, it floats up on its own. And relodges itself back into the floor, recarving itself back into the floor.
Get any
That's
carving in my hand?
No, it just burns you a bit. It didn't damage you, but it just burnt you a bit.
It hurts you, but not enough to cause me damage.
I say,
Like a first degree burn.
As it is on the ground, here, I can actually do this. As it's on the ground, let's say this is where it was, and this is the sigil. As it's on the ground, it recenters itself and, like, carves itself back into the floorboard. I mean, you could also use your journal to just, sketch it.
Oh, I already have a sketch of it.
No, like, it's not, you didn't write it in the journal, is what I'm saying. You could,
You write down this information into your journal saying that you carved it out and it put itself back.
yeah, so you grab your journal and you start writing all this stuff in, like, okay, this shit be hot, yo, do not touch. This shit fire.
This shit fire.
Anyway, you basically say the sigil, and then in the notebook, you start drawing the sigil. It's already drawn in your notebook already, so
Remind me what I tried to do.
you carved it out, and you were holding it. It started to vibrate in your hand, and it started to burn your hand until it floated back up and recarved itself into the floorboard. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
I'm fine.
You done writing?
No, I was just checking out.
Because
Your breathing was shallow.
It's cause Scarlett watched the movie Shallow Hal with Jack Black. Anyway, let me know when you're done writing.
So, I have another question. What if I try and carve it out and run as far away from the tavern as I can?
It'll
before
still
it
do
comes
the
back?
exact same thing that it just did.
So it's not proximity.
No.
it just might drag you back with it.
It might drag you back with it, or it might just fly back and go back in the tavern and relodge itself into the floor. So, speaking of which, all means of any carving this sigil out of the floor cannot happen. Will not work. No.
Can I just take the entire floorboard?
No, because it'll just bring it back.
You can't even just remove the floor.
No, because it'll rebuild itself. Anyway, what you say, honey?
I'm taking note of this.
Okay. As Serena is writing this down in the journal she found, she draws the sigil, which is already drawn in your notebook.
I had like a bit of a wood carving thing that I pulled around it, like the design of it.
Okay. So,
But I'm done.
yeah, okay. So, as Serena is done writing in the journal, Serena and Robin converse about what the hell just happened.
Bloody hell just happened.
Anyway, you guys can decide on what to do next. You guys can go back to the ship or chill in the bar, I guess.
Can I see if they have rum this time, since I didn't really look for rum?
They don't have rum. All they have is ale currently.
Why is the rum always gone?
Why is the rope always?
Can I ask? Can I ask Serena why is the rum always gone?
Yeah,
Because
go
I've
ahead.
been chugging.
Anyway, so what do you guys decide to do? Do you guys go back to the ship?
Can I
Oh.
try and recover
Continue investigating.
Skylar's money?
Well, her money is in her apartment upstairs on the 3rd floor, and she's the only one that has a key. She doesn't need her money. Anyway, oh, by the way, the Serenity, Robin's ship, is going to be your guys' home base for now. So you guys will be, I'll keep bringing you guys back to that ship over and over, depending on where you guys go.
Hell yeah, I'm in a love.
Anyway, so Serena and Robin, what do you guys decide to do? Do you go back to the ship, or
I continue then.
okay? Where do you investigate then? The town?
No, the taverns.
Oh, well, inside the tavern, there really isn't a back storage area. Everything is pretty much open.
Yeah.
And everything is pretty much open. Like, you can see barrels of more ale, some barrels of some barrels of fruit juice, some barrels of fruit punch, basic drinks, some food, but they haven't gotten their shipment in of new food yet, which was supposed to come yesterday. Anyway, that's pretty much because everything that I just mentioned, everything I just mentioned for you, Robin and Serena, is within eyesight. You could see everything. There's an upstairs area that goes to the inn, but it was closed off because no one was really going to the inn.
So then I leave and I go back to the ship to share with.
Okay, Robin, do you do the same? Tara,
Yeah.
do you go back to your ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I actually go back to my quarters?
Yes. Okay, so you and Robin and your animal companion, you, Robin, and your animal companions go back to the ship. You guys go back to the ship just to chill and reconvene with Orin and tell Orin basically what happened. And you also show Orin the sigil you found in your journal, like physically show.
Yeah. Put the image. Dun dun dun.
Orin,
Should we show it to Skylar? See if she knows anything about
you
it?
can when you're done showing it to Orin. Okay, cool. Now, you guys, I will transfer back to Saiban, who is still in the frozen woods trying to find some animals. Saiban, you ready?
The big disappointment in the bird.
I am ready, God.
Anyway, Saiban, you're in this forest and you're still looking for the fucking. You're looking for any animal in general. You cannot find any animals in this forest at all. Probably because probably because they maybe have migrated elsewhere. But you're still looking. But Saiban, what you do find is a dead animal carcass. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Saiban, you find a dead animal carcass. Would you like to investigate this animal carcass?
Yes, I would like to.
Roll for investigation. So you know on like next to your stats there's like a list of like skills. Just hit the one that says investigation. Yeah, so all you have to do is click the word investigation and then tell me what you rolled. And you're going to be rolling a d20 for that. It'll auto do it anyway, so you don't worry. But just hit investigation, it'll roll for you, and then you tell me what your roll is. Like what
I
the...
got 18.
18? Sick. So, Saiban, you look at this animal carcass, and it's strange for one reason. This animal was cut in 2 halves. And this animal was a grizzly bear. And this animal was cut in half. And you continue to investigate. You look at where it was cut. It was cut from the face all the way down. Yep, from mouth to ass. Anyway, you're looking at this carcass and just wondering who could have done this in general with such precision, specifically. Because there aren't any other cuts on this animal minus the main one that cut it in half. No other wounds on this animal. So, what could have done this? You do not know.
Which wound was it again?
Huh? To ass.
Oh.
It was cut in half, honey. Yep. And the thing is Saiban, is since you don't know any other battle marks on this bear, you don't know what happened. You can't even speculate. You can't tell. Obviously, this grizzly didn't attack anybody because there would have been more slash marks on this bear in general. But no, just one clean slash down from ass to mouth. From mouth to ass. I said it backwards. Only one clean, precise, very precise cut. One precise cut is what ended that bear. With that knowledge, Saiban, what do you do next? Do you head back to the ship, or do you continue to investigate the area?
Can I pull out my side and keep on walking slowly?
Yes, you can. Alright, so Saiban, you take out your scythe in as a precautionary defense. Like you're ready in case something comes out from the frozen forest. And like you're ready for combat. You scour the forest a bit more, you go in deeper, and then you find a clear a less dense wooded forest. Frozen forest. Part of the frozen forest. And you can see a cabin in the distance. The lights are still on and it looks like the fire's going. What do you do? Do you continue to the cabin, or do you go back and grab your compatriots or your comrades to go investigate that cabin together? Now.
I fucking run away back to the shed.
For real? Said, ah, fuck that.
Alright, so Saiban, this is gonna be the perspective of Saiban. This is gonna be the perspective of Saiban.
Yes.
By the way, the lake that kind of goes out, or would it be a lake? Yeah, I guess. The lake where the ship has docked, that goes out into the ocean.
Oh, the inland sea.
Yeah. Where the ship is docked is kind of close to the forest. Basically,
We
hold
could
on.
Use the longboat if we really want. If there's a lake that goes through that.
No.
forest.
I'm talking about where your galleon is.
Yes, but if there's a lake, if the lake continues into a stream.
No, it
we could
doesn't.
Use the longboat. Okay.
It doesn't. Anyway, so
I run away yelling, saying I finally found a clue and something.
hold on.
What are you looking for? Your wallet? Right here.
All right, so as Saiban, as you guys are all on the ship, just chilling, doing your own thing. Sophie's still looking at the grimoire. As Saiban is running out. Hold on, my leg fell asleep. It hurt like a lot.
Can I run away yelling, saying I finally found a clue and something?
Yes. So as you are running, everyone on the ship can hear basically you screaming. Basically, everyone on the ship can basically hear you screaming, I found something, I found something. Kind of like this. I played the why are you running meme of that woman screaming.
Why are you running?
Pretty much.
Why are you running?
Yep, you know what I'm talking about. Hi, baby.
They found a meal, or they found actually something for us.
Yep. Anyway, as Saiban is running out of the forest, Saiban, make a quick reflex save. So just roll your d20.
Says he said leave in 30 minutes.
Okay, I'll finish this up then, and we can continue next time.
Okay.
Oof. Well. Alright, so Saiban, as you are running out of the forest, as you guys are all witnessing this, as Saiban, you guys are all witnessing this. Fred, babe,
Yes.
as you guys are on the ship witnessing Saiban coming out of the forest, alright? As you see Saiban running out the forest, Saiban trips on a tree stump and falling straight on his face, launching his scythe a little bit forward.
I don't like my fucking ass off.
Alright, you said 30 minutes, right?
Yes.
I-
4:30ish. Yeah.
4:30? Okay, I got you.
Well, it's already 4:06.
It's 4:06.
4:06.
Yes. Anyway, I'll try and finish this up quickly.
Okay.
Saiban, as you fall on your face, like you don't take any damage, you just fall on your face.
Thank you, buddy.
You then pick yourself back up, and grab your scythe and make it to the ship. And you start telling everybody what you saw. Saiban tells everybody what he found. Saiban tells everybody what he found in the forest, that bear that got cut in half from mouth to ass.
Yep.
And the cabin. Alright? With this knowledge, as you guys are conversing, Sophie comes out from the captain's quarters and says, "Guys, look, I learned a new spell." And she shows you. Now you have to write this down. You specifically, Oren. Oren's writing all this down. Alright, so the new spell she learned was Vine Whip. Basically, this Vine Whip can be used as an actual whip if she wanted to, or as a means of kind of roping herself up somewhere.
Fucking done, Sophie. That's dope.
And she says, "Yeah, you want to see?" And she just immediately does it anyway, whether you say yes or no.
Oh, I would have.
She launches it all the way up top of the middle mast of the ship.
Straight to the crow's nest.
Yep, straight to the crow's nest, and she just goes up, and she just says, "Ascend," and she starts ascending.
Could I ask the bartender if she knows anything about the cabin?
Yes, you can. Sophie then descends back from the crow's nest to be with you guys. And she comes down and goes, "What do you guys think?"
I think that's fucking dope.
I agree.
Oh, by the way, she does not know you guys' names. She doesn't know you yet.
We didn't introduce ourselves.
No, I meant the other two. Yes, they don't know. She doesn't know Saiban or fucking.
She'll get acquainted.
She'll get acquainted later. Anyway, continuing forward, Saiban, you go to the captain's quarters and talk to Skylar and ask about the cabin. She says, "Oh yeah, that's She's like trying to remember. She's like, "That is what was his name?" Is what she's saying. She's trying to get the name. She goes, "Oh yeah, I remember. It was Old Man Myrtle's cabin. He didn't really like us. He didn't really like to be around a lot of people, which is understandable. But he did come into town a lot, mainly just to talk to some people that he knew, and get some groceries. You know, you name it. But that's his cabin.
His name is Myrtle.
Yeah, Old Man Myrtle. That's what the town called him, but his name is Myrtle."
Can I ask her about the bear?
She goes, "What bear?" Because she wasn't in the fucking forest. She knows that there's wildlife in the forest, but she'll pick you up. Hello. Anyway, sorry, I'll finish this up quickly. She says, "What bear?" I know there's wildlife in the forest, but I don't know anything about a bear that's been cut in half.
Oh, so it was a bear.
I said a grizzly bear.
Yes, there's a grizzly bear that was in the forest. It's been cut in half from ass to
From mouth to ass.
either
Fuck.
way.
Yeah, the other way. So that's what she relays to you. She says that she knows that there's wildlife in the forest, but she doesn't know. She doesn't know anything about. She doesn't know any. I know. She doesn't know anything about the bear being cut in half. She just knows that there's wildlife in the forest, and that's it.
And so, our next destination would be the forest, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got intimidation points.
Well, what about that sigil? Are you gonna ask her about the sigil?
Well, I show her the notebook and I tell her, have you seen the sigil anywhere?
She says, we did have somebody in the town that used to practice magic, but after he recently lost her wife, he kind of just stopped doing magic in general."
Before I leave the bartender, I play the lute and use charisma while I walk away.
You play the
I
lute.
ask her, do you know where this guy lives?
Hold on. Saiban, you play your lute and give her a little sexy wink as you leave. And what was yours? Where does the guy live, you asked?
Yeah.
She says, oh, he lives in the residential area of the town. I think it's the house in the second cul-de-sac at the very end.
Okay, thank you very much.
Can
sir.
I
I think
can
that's
I point my flintlock at Saiban
Yeah,
to
why
kind
are they
of
screaming?
Okay. Anyway, that is all you will have for that encounter, honey.
Okay.
You can leave whenever. Anyway,
Can I point my flintlock at Saiban for
yes,
just
you
a
can.
second?
Yeah, you can. Anyway, as you guys now have this knowledge of what went down, sorry. With this knowledge you guys now have, you guys start to converse on what's going on and what your next course of action is. Do you guys head to that cabin? And
Yes.
and we'll end it there, is what I'm.
I vote yes.
Okay. Do you go to the cabin too, then, Robin, or are you gonna stay on your ship and be on your guard just in case?
I'll leave my fox with Skylar and go with.
Okay. All right. And I'm guessing
Which I'll
Saiban will
put
go.
my fox gently down in Skylar's lap.
Okay.
I will keep my eye on Skylar.
Well, you're not gonna go with. There might be a combat later. You might be able to kill something.
I romance, then battle.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
Back off.
Robin, Serena, Midna, Oren, and Sophie, you all head down into the forest and make it to the cabin. All right. And then that is where we are gonna end it. All right. Anyway, thanks everybody for playing and everyone that stuck around to watch.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining. See you guys later.